Hello everybody, welcome to your June 2018 general reading for your sign. This will cover your sun, moon or rising sign, so I recommend you have a look at your other aspects that make up your astrological chart. But I'm Lorien, I'm a witch, tarot reader, astrologer, psychic, whatever else you want to call me basically, and it's my pleasure to welcome you to these readings. If you do want a private reading with me, just click on the description box below, it'll take you to my website. I do Skype sessions as well if you want a one-to-one with myself. I don't mind staying up past my bedtime, I've done it before and I could do it again because I know some of you are in different time zones to me, so it doesn't worry. Also, if you do want a developmental edit on your book or novel, contact me. If you want a spell, contact me. Anything you need, just click on the link below. It's got all my details there and I'll be very happy to help you. But in the meantime, I really hope that you let me know in the comments below how things go for you. It's always a pleasure to talk to you. I really appreciate every single one of you. So without further ado, let's get on to your reading. Hello my beautiful Cancerians, thank you so much for joining me. So this will be your reading for Cancer Sun, Moon and Rising. And I'm just going to clear the space with a bit of Palo Santo just so we get some nice clear energies going for your reading. So we're going to be using the Everyday Witch Tarot, which is by Deborah Blake. And without further ado, let's have a look and see what comes up for you guys. June does seem like a very complex month, but also a lighter month in energy. So here's hoping that we've got some good things coming through. Now I was asking, you know, what the messages that you need to hear and stuff, and they kind of said all systems go, like a rocket thing, like all systems go. So interesting. Oh, I think they said this was good. Is this good or do you want another one? Another one, because they gave me different energies then. Okay. Two of Pentacles, Six of Pentacles, the Ace of Swords. Okay, blast off. There we go. Then we have the Fool. Interesting. And then we have the Queen of Pentacles, the Ten of Swords, the Death card. Oh wow. And the Magician, and at the bottom we have the Page of Cups. Okay, that's really interesting. I'm seeing like these correlations between them already. This is really interesting. It's interesting for you guys. Okay, so what I'm getting is, alright, so this string that Death has here, now when everyone, well, most people see the Death card, they kind of freak out, or there's like, oh no, kind of imagery about it. It's not that bad. It's as scary as a Scorpio, which to be honest I suppose Scorpios can be. But the main thing is that, you know, this Death card is very much about transformation, especially if you have Scorpio in, you know, one of the central main three of your chart. I think this is going to be a transformational time for you. It is all systems go. There's a lot of good things coming up here, especially towards the end of the month, so I do think you have a eureka moment. But with this Death card in particular, as you can see, you've got two swords here. So the Ace of Swords coming through is very much about the power, victory, clarity of mind, having the sword of truth to kind of cut through the crap and make your own decisions and make your own turning points and, you know, go for your soul's purpose really. A lot of it can be very anxiety inducing because, you know, if you're a bit reluctant to change or you fear change, then obviously you're not going to really embrace it. But as far as I can see, there's a great sense of well-being coming forward within this. Now, this is your power. You are achieving your power through this understanding, through your intensity. And then we have the Death card, which sort of comes through saying, use that sword to kind of cut the bindings. Now, what they were showing me, and when I say they, I mean my guides or whoever decides to send me these images, they were showing you like Pinocchio with some kind of ties around your wrists. I think you're going to cut your ties today. Not today, maybe, but this month. You're going to cut some ties. You're going to make sure that you are free from some things that maybe bound you unnecessarily before, and it kind of overcomplicated things. It kind of dragged you into the scenarios that you didn't really want to be dragged into. It feels a lot like you were weighed down by this, and there was a lot of stress and probably a little bit of overindulgence really to try and avoid something. Yeah, it just feels like that for me. But I do feel like there's, again, it could be because of this fear of betrayal, but I do feel like there's a lot of positives coming through here. There's a balance here, there's a sense of understanding. Now you do have 2 pentacles, well, 3 pentacles and 2 swords, and then 3 major arcanas, so it's kind of an even balance really. I do think that you're going to be equal going into this. There is a lot of clarity coming through for you here. I would say that with these two in particular, you know, there's a sense of adaptability coming through. Maybe you have to talk to somebody who's in charge of a home, or your mother figure, or somebody who's very down to earth. If you do have an earth sign kind of coming in with regards to, you know, your main 3, it could be that you're trying to understand, you know, how your power lies in prosperity and drawing in prosperity. A lot of the times though, I think you're having to balance 2 issues, whether it's to do with the home or whether it's to do with your career. You need to focus on either one of those. Everything else that other people ask you to do needs to fall second. So focus on your health and work, or health and finance. Doesn't matter so long as you focus on 2 things. It also could be that you're changing something around your home or changing something around your lifestyle just to suit you a little bit better this month. And I would say that that's a good idea. Just see if you can maintain that balance. See if you can kind of concentrate and not let any surprises get to you too much. Because if you do, you know, kind of make sure that you've got your self-assertion there, I don't think it's going to take you too much by surprise, to be honest. It feels like you're going to be maybe working a bit better within yourself. And then we have the 6 of Pentacles and the 10 of Swords. So I feel like if you, you know, this is kind of saying that if you give too much time, or if you give too generously, or if you give a lot, because you do, you're most of you are empaths. Cancerians are so empathic, it's ridiculous. So if you give too much time, if you give too much energy, you're going to be stabbed in the back. Now, this is a very valid fear. I'm not going to say, oh no, don't do that. It's a valid fear. I'm a Scorpio. I deal in truth, you know. I'm not going to say, you know, pack it round with daisies or anything. Sometimes if you give everything to somebody, they can turn around, take it all and abandon you. I'm not going to, you know, dress that up. But I don't feel this is the thing that's coming through here. I do think this is a fear, and I do think there's messages coming through. You are protected. You will have the ability to get back up again if that happens, or if that has happened. But I do think that little and often is the way forwards. You are generous, you are very giving, both in energy and time and advice, but I just think that you need to balance yourself a little better. For fear of this happening, I honestly don't think that you need to feel defeated. You know, if it does happen, or if somebody's defeated you in the past because you've been so giving, you know, don't blame yourself for that. Don't blame yourself for being too trusting. Blame them for doing it in the first place, because that does not lie on you. And I think this is maybe you saying, no, I am getting up. I am claiming my power back. I am getting myself done here, and I'm going to feel better, and I'm going to take on the power of the universe, and I'm going to have my fulfillment from this. So this is almost like a rebirth for you, and an inspiration for you to kind of generate some very positive energy rather than toxicity that other people can throw out. I would recommend that you kind of create some barrier for yourself, so some sort of, you know, energetic barrier maybe. If you want to have a crystal around you, I would recommend jet and also black tourmaline, because those are the 2 that I use a lot. But we'll go to the last 2 major arcanas, because this is, so you're building up and building up throughout the month, but then you seem to get to the big changes throughout the rest, the tail end of the month. And this is the Fool and the Magician. So these 2 come in direct sequence, and I think that this is a spontaneous action, but through concentration of your own power and your conscious awareness. So to other people, you know, they may think, what the heck are they doing? Like, what the heck are you doing? You're just giving up this and you're going off into the sunset, and, you know, it's like, what? And you can be like, yeah, pretty much. Because I think you need to trust in that power, trust in that manifestation ability, that you can have this action to create this new beginning. Just have faith in it. This could be you literally landing or you taking off, but it just means that you are settling where you've always wanted to be. And I can't think of anything better than you going into your birthday month, if you are like Sun in Cancerian, going into your birthday month feeling that sense of freedom and of, I'm shedding away the last year, I can't carry that with me anymore, and just kind of pushing to that. So that's kind of like all systems go. You zoom as soon as you let that go. You completely evolve and nourish yourself and completely change. And I think that's so, so, so good for you to have, Cancer, because that is going to be something that you really relish and develop. But let me know in the comments below how things go for you. I would love to hear how this is working out. As always, if you do want a reading or any other services, the links are below, or if you want to buy me a coffee, that's below as well. But I do thank you all so much for, looking at these videos and interacting with me. It makes my day. And I will love you and leave you, and I look forward to reading to you all soon.